Hi guys, it's been a while, I feel like, since I did a full share of results from an animal communication session. I've been doing so many sessions every day back to back that I just have been posting little tidbits here and there. And you know what? I don't know if anyone else has been feeling this, but I just don't feel like I've been posting as much and doing as many stories. There's just days I don't really feel like being online and on social media. So I'm respecting that and honoring that when that happens. But I want to tell you guys about Harry. He was my first Chinese crested, and he was so adorable. Okay, he had so much to share. I have like pages of notes, and I'm going to tell you everything that he said. So he told me first, this was really sweet. He's bonded with both the kids in the family, with the whole family, but he's especially bonded with the daughter Chloe. And he said he had a very special bond and connection and spends a lot of time with her, and it's kind of like her dog. And her face, she was on the Zoom, the whole family came on the Zoom, which was the sweetest thing. And her face just lit up, and they all started laughing and smiling, and because he really is super bonded, and they got the dog for her, so that was really correct. And the mom pushed for this breed, which she said was true. Harry has an upbeat and spunky personality, but he gets nervous around new people and places, which is true. Oh, so this, I kind of had to put this together with the mom kind of as a puzzle. I saw him on the bed with Chloe, and in my mind, it was her bed because that's just what like made sense to me in my mind, and saw her like jumping on the bed and he was on the bed, but it was really the parents' bed, and the mom said Chloe's in their bed hanging out all the time and Harry's always with her. So sometimes I have to work with the families to like put some pieces together because it translates in my head like a certain way. But yes, the bed thing made sense. We just had to put together that it was the parents' bed. So he told me he likes to play with small little balls that they roll, and he goes to get them. And they were like, we don't really do that. And I'm like, okay, well, he might be saying he wants you to do that. So try it and see how he responds to it. And if he loves it, let me know because I want to know. So they texted me like 20 minutes after the reading, and they said that they like rolled balls for him and he went crazy, and he was chasing them all over the house and was so happy and so into it. So this is what's so great about the readings. People can find out what their animals want to do, what their animals want more of. So now they have like this whole fun new activity to do with him that he's gonna love. Barks for treats. Yes, he barks for treats all day long. And they have to do, I saw them like having to clean his ears and like keep his ears really clean, and it turns out that is because he's had a lot of ear infections. So I think he was just trying to tell me like about his ears, and that made sense to his parents. Creature of habit. He has favorite places to go potty, and his dad was cracking up. He's the one that must take him out on walks most of the time. He's like, he pees and poops in the same place every day. I can tell you every single place it is. And he's like, oh my God, totally a creature of habit. And then he likes to snuggle close and either be under or on a blanket all the time. And they said he's always under a blanket. Okay, so that was all like beginning stuff. And then I got into all the questions that they had. So they wanted to know what he likes the most about his life and what he likes the least about his life. What he likes the most. He likes sitting by the window in the sun. Like when the sun comes in through the window onto the floor, he likes sitting right in where the sun is. And then, oh, this was really cute. He told me that when it's cold, his dad puts him inside his jacket and carries him like that. And the dad said, yeah, he totally does that. And that mom says, I heard in my head, oh, Harry. And the whole family started laughing because she didn't realize that she said that all the time. But yes, they confirmed she does say that all the time. And he doesn't like, okay, then we go to least favorite things. He doesn't like when there's too many kids in the house. Like it's a little overwhelming for him. So like if the kids have sleepovers or play dates, which during COVID, I guess Harry's happy because it's not happening so much. But just to be aware, it's not that they can't do it, but just to be aware, it makes him a little nervous and overwhelmed. So to pay special attention to him, when they have a lot of kids in the house, and that he doesn't like apples. And they said they hadn't given him apples, but Harry's a rescue. So sometimes things come up in a reading that the current family doesn't know, because it's something that might have happened with the previous family. So the previous family might have given him apples. We don't have a way to validate that, but we're just going to go with it's probably something that happened at his first house. Okay, why does he always vibrate and shake? He's cold. As you can see from Harry's picture, he doesn't have a lot of hair. And he said they're really good about putting clothes on him when they go outside, but sometimes he needs the clothes inside. And the visual he gave me in my head was like people sitting inside in their underwear. If you didn't have clothes on your body, you would be cold, even if you were inside. So he needs some more clothes inside, okay? And that it's a physical thing for sure, not an emotional thing. He's not shaking from anxiety. He's shaking, it's a physical thing because he's cold. Okay. Why does he chase certain cars on walks and not others? He said, this is interesting. It depends how fast they're going. It depends if he's distracted, and it's very random. And the dad said it is totally random. That makes sense to him. And he chases less as the walks go on. So it's more in the beginning of the walks, which his dad also said, yes, made total sense to him. And then Harry told me that sometimes he barks at them more if there's water on the street and the car goes through the water and the water kind of splashes up. He doesn't like that. And also big trucks, like garbage trucks or something that might pass. Okay. And then same thing, why is he triggered by certain dogs and not other dogs? And he said it's all about energy. He feels their energy. So this was a quote. He gave me words, this one in my head that I just wrote down. Some dogs have a yucky energy. We just don't match. What else am I supposed to do? That's how we communicate. Also, if I'm distracted, I may not care so much. If I'm sniffing or otherwise disposed, was his really polite way of saying going to the bathroom. He said it's not one particular type of dog. And he said, I'm more of a people person than a dog person, which his family was cracking up because they said 100% he's a people person. He does not have any pain in his body. They wanted to check in about that. He feels totally fine. And this was really interesting. This is one of the most interesting things that came out of the reading. So they said Harry's always hungry. He's always begging for food and he never seems full. So he said he likes his food, but he's not getting enough at meal times. So I suggested that they check in with their vet to make sure they're feeding him the proper amount of food, and that he said the food he's getting might not be right for him. He thinks he needs something with a higher protein content and less grain. So very detailed thing that he gave me to check the protein count. Like, that is so random and out of nowhere. That is Harry feeling in his body like he is not getting enough protein. So it's great that he could relay that, and now his parents can talk to their vet and make an informed decision on, is he getting the right food and is he getting the right amount? So that's going to be really helpful when they can figure that out. When I asked him what he was scared of, he didn't give me anything. I think he's not scared of anything, which is great. And they said, then the last question was, how can we better understand Harry? And he said, this was another quote, they just need to slow down, see what's going on around at the time. There are clues everywhere if you look. Can't be in too much of a rush. They started laughing because I think, all families rush a lot. Ask a question. What pops into your head? Trust that. Guesses aren't bad, but you may be more intuitive than you think, is what he had to say. So that's what Harry had to share. He was a cutie pie, and he was on the Zoom too, so it was really fun seeing him in person. And let me know if you have any questions about animal communication, any questions about Harry, anything that I can answer. I could do a quick video answering any questions that you have. So it's super fun. Thanks for watching, and I love that you're on this journey with me. It's so, so fun.